G'day and welcome along to another slow and steady video here on the channel. My name is Katie and today, well, it's not Trekking Tuesday, it's not Wild West Wednesday, it's not Tactical Thursday, but it's a truck game-ish. Falls in our genre, it's one of our key genres, right? And yeah, this game's had an update, so I've just come off a live stream and I thought, oh, actually, I'll just throw a quick video together. Why not? Just for the channel. So I hope everyone is well, and thank you once again for jumping in on a stream. We've just finished, and it's raining, and it's lush. Listen to this rain. I do love the sound of the rain just dancing on the roof here of our dozer. So here we are. So there has been an update, and we're going to cover it very quickly in a 5-minute video, hopefully. So one of the first things you'll notice is you can turn the engine off. Normally this would be running, but now we can start it up. And now you can listen peacefully to all the nature sounds and of course the rain. And we can hold the handbrake button, so hold circle, and you'll see that it said shutting down, and that shuts down the engine. And you can enjoy some peace and quiet in game. So obviously it has no consequence of turning the engine off because there is no fuel. But there we go. You know, I've been working around this area and putting this over here, and while on the stream, and yeah, I've never noticed this in a Sabre game. Can you see that big hard edge of water that comes across? Now that was there before I put this sand down. It's like a right angle of square water. I've never seen that in a Sabre game. They're always very, 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 very good. The other thing is the rain. Apparently it's not going to rain as much, although ironically it's raining now. So yeah, so we can now turn the engines off and it's not going to rain as much. So that's a bit of a blessing. That rain's coming to a bit of an end, I think. Look at that as it just died out quite naturally. So there we go. That's the rain. The other thing that I've noticed is you might see in the, let's get that on some sand so you can see it, top right hand corner where you've got all the materials up there. Beneath that on the right you've got my money, 57,990, and then next to that is a purple icon with the letter 2. Now that's how often you can so if I want to fast travel, I can go back to my tunnel exit base, which is over here, for free. So that you can see that it won't cost me anything. It says it says there that it doesn't cost one. It's got a recycle sign, like almost like a fast travel type thing. That used to be a purple can, but I noticed that has now changed to a recycle. It used to be like a purple can. So I guess they've been changing a few bits and pieces here and there. So I'm just going to move this to one side. Just to show you the next thing I've seen. And there might be other things, so pop a thing in the comment if I've missed something. So I quite like that you can turn it off now. That's quite cool. So we're going to whip to our our dump truck. So normally all those vehicles would be running, see? So we're just going to back this up. Let's jump in the cab, why not? A bit of first person action. But I hope everyone is well. Yeah, the weekend is almost upon us. I don't normally drive first person in these types of games. Trucking, yes, but of course working mirrors. Look at that, you can see our sand there. Let's just watch it come through the water a second. So yeah, I still think the water in SnowRunner is better, but that's just my opinion. So we're just going to roll up through here, and I want to show you the next thing that I've noticed on this update. Go on up you go, you got it, you're a tracked vehicle. Round we go. So we're going to go and load up some sand. And obviously you've still got to go to the sand sections of the map that allows you to load up with sand. That still remains, so you can't just load up anywhere. I'll show you what I mean by that. So if we just stop here, so bottom left hand corner I can't load up with sand. So if we go to the map, we can look at the sand quarries, which is here. So you can see those sort of yellow places here that we can fill up full of sand, right? Often you've got to activate the sand quarry in order to do these type of things. So the sand quarry is going to be there, there, and there. And it's one of the first things you definitely want to do because it will make your life a bit easier. But even so, we still have to roll back into the vicinity of this sand quarry in order to get sand. So we'll head on up the road. Now, some people saying that there's been some problems with this update. Certainly over on Reddit, people complaining, but I haven't seen anything myself. And there was no other update this morning apart from, I think it's called 2.0, 2.1, sorry, 2.0, 2.0. So let's just refill this. Now what you'll see is, before, when we used to refill the sand, it used to be quite a hard line of like it fell out the sky. But now, it's sort of softer. It's almost like dust. So it's not that big hard line. And it fills up a bit quicker, so it doesn't look quite so, but I think that's a bit more subtle. That was also quite cool on this update. So let's knock this off. And the final thing I want to show you is on the map. So you can see that we can remove a marker. So this is the markers that I've been using to get back to the sand section of the map. But if I was to find another marker somewhere, actually, let's put a couple markers down. So if we were to put markers up this road here, right, just for giggles, so we can, of course, customize the marker, which we always could. Now you could choose which you wanted to put down. So say for instance this was I don't know, like say this was a broken pipe and you wanted to put a broken pipe here, right? So you could go to yellow or red, because that's like, anyway, I'm waffling, right? But if you wanted to put a flag and say you wanted to create like just a bit of a waypoint route, now you can just smack them down on the map, so you haven't got to go back in. So look at that, I can just push R3, and you don't have to it seemed before you had to go into the radial menu, and then you had to choose what you wanted, and then you had to go blue to put one down. But unless that was there before, but I think that's new, because now I can just throw them down. So player marker has been reached. But that was the other thing that I noticed, really. So I think that's kind of it. The rain, the handbrake, to which you can now turn off the engines, which is very cool. The subtlety of when the sand comes into. So I think they are trying to, to try and give this game a little bit more, I don't know, look after this game, which is what Sabre kind of does anyway. So long may they continue to do so, and maybe listen to the community. The one final thing to leave you on this game is that people were asking about mods, and sort of saying that the game's been out a month now, and at the moment there is no mods. So if we were to go back to the hub, So if you have news on the mods, or you're able to elaborate slightly. At the moment, I understand that the community is asking where they are, and they just haven't arrived yet, apart from the modded maps which we have. So if I was to go back and go to mod browser, yeah, we still have these sort of these modded maps, if you like, and a very, very low res thumbnail. But that's it from me. I'm going to leave it there. There you go, patch 2.0. Patch 2.0 is now live. Interact with the banner, or check out the news on your platform. So there we go. So it says start creating your own mods with our step-step guide with pro mods, but yeah, at the moment there's no news on vehicles coming, and I'm looking forward to vehicles coming. I don't mind doing a vanilla playthrough, and I have done a lot of the game. Still got so much to do, but that's it from me. I'll get into waffling territory, so I'm going to love you and leave you, and I'll see you on the next video. Take good care of yourself. Have a good weekend. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.